Oh, we're certainly think about going live. Oh, I do love this sometimes. Oh well. That kind of got cut a little short. Didn't quite expect. Definitely didn't quite expect to have to cut that one as short as I did. But you know, things happen around with the family. Got to deal with that. So not a big deal. Turned out to be not as nearly as big a deal as I thought it was going to be. So figured I'd just start a stream again and continue where I left off. You know, anybody wants to follow along for the yet more exciting Heavensward things, we'll do that as soon as I make sure everything's going. Maybe. There we go. Look at that. No idea how it's actually running, but we'll see. And of course, I have a cat trying to get in. That's exciting. Okay, where were we? Should probably get back to the game. Okay. So, we had just talked to the draggle-tailed refugies. The fugays. Dating myself. So we're trying to see what the heck these guys are doing. I'm just going to see if actually this is actually working. Something's being strange tonight. Maybe. Hey, look at that. Novel. Okay. So we gotta go to Udall. Let's go to Udall. Well, the teleporting is definitely... Not that I have like a shortage of cash, but it's a quick way to eat the cash for sure. Like fireworks? What am I hearing? It is fireworks. Apparently, maybe there's some sort of event going on I don't know anything about. But sure, why not? But we have more important questing to do. I think we need some tunes, too. Because the music in this game is definitely not doing it. How do we change that? Okay, Alphanid, what do you have to say? This guy's a weird one.
You must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Uldar, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident.
Well, shit. We were riding.
There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
He needs a haircut.
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life.
Is this supposed to be some sort of allegory?
Money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none.
Who stands like that?
No power and no worth.
Who
To the
who stands like that?
They may as well not exist.
I mean, if they're supposed to be portraying the poor, he's got a bitchin' haircut.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight.
Bullshit. That seems suboptimal. So someone's stoking the have-nots to overthrow the bourgeois.
Refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation...
Did they choose it? Or did whoever's organizing the uprising organize it just when they're gone? Oh! Wouldn't we all like to know? And another earring. Sure. That's another piece of jewelry. It's weird. I think I might go work on the warrior relic, level 50 weapon. At least that sounds interesting. So far, this quest has been kind of like a snoozer. But I'll finish this piece right here. So I have to speak to Raban, who's over in the Hall of Flames. Can I, like, teleport there? I think I can. I'm hoping this is just kind of like the warm-up. Oh, wasn't even attuned here. Look at that. I think that's where I want to go. At least I hope it is. Or apparently not. Where the hell do I actually want to go? I'll just walk there. Oh, he's right fucking there. How he walks around with these fucking swords is anyone's best guess. But it's impressive. So is that supposed to be sounds of rioting or fireworks? It sounds more like fireworks than rioting. And they're expecting him to ruthlessly put down the riot. Apparently I have a silver tongue. I never thought of myself having a silver tongue, but sure. We can nod. Like we know what's going on. More sage nodding. Okay, so apparently the dude... That guy is rocking a fucking hat right there. Okay, his hat wins. That's like... That's impressive. Can't argue. Looks fantastic. Alright, let's go. We're teleporting. I don't think I've ever seen a shiny... Interesting. I've never seen a shiny bag fate. Is that different? And what are the cactus leaves? What's the deal with this? That's part of these level. That's the... Okay, got it. Check. Oh, and this must be like a delivery or something. Got it. He's the one you deliver it to. Okay. I'm a noob. So the one merchant we saw, you know, being all mysterious, came here and like must have hired a bunch of refugees. He's doing some clandestine things. Who's the fanatic? Is it the merchant? Okay. Apparently I need to soothe him. He soothed. Aha. I'm very soothing. So the guy's trying, you know, he's trying to incite a riot, trying to tear everybody else down. So he's a demagogue. That's good times. So I got to go find the merchant dude and deal with him. So, because he's the problem. It seems pretty straightforward. Upgrade some jewelry. In front of the... I'm really stuck with why we're getting so many fucking rings. I just don't get it. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Oh, at least it's close. And we can use the power of flight. Oh, hold on. This is where it's just finding out if the fat dude will fly. Okay. This wins. Did I have to pull out 2 things to get him to fly? Tell me I did. Oh, tell me I did. Okay, that's fucking hilarious. Gotta get the cake out to get him to fly. Okay. Well, that wins. No one can say this game doesn't have a sense of humor. Herman, I attack Chocobo. I don't remember. Can I actually, like, oh, you can equip him with stuff. How do I level him up? I don't remember this. Whatever. Figure it out later. I've been bushwhacked. So I'm having to kill, like, innocent people, which is kind of fucked up. This is kind of fucked. Apparently I've aggroed the level 10s. That might put this over the limit. Apparently I finished an Achievo. Good times. He looks a little defeated. So we go from the desperate refugi to the terrified refugi. Apparently I had to beat some sense of them, literally. So I gotta go track down this merchant again. And we're gonna get a quest now to find him. More jewelry. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So, if he's only right there, so we can flap our way down there. Wish I could just right-click mount him, but I don't think you can. It's annoying. We're flying. I kind of like how they did how they removed like the invisible walls. So like here on the map, where you wouldn't be able to go here, you actually can fly over it. You can't land, but at least you can fly over it. So that's kind of cool. Give them credit how they implemented it. It works pretty well. So who is L? Ely? Uh-oh. Anytime there's a child, somebody was kidnapped or a parent was killed. Never a good scene. But yes, her parents left with the merchant dude who was trying to incite the riot, and now she's an orphan. Of course, the parents. It's always the parents. With some subtle walking. I don't know who the... Oh, that's his. You straight up call him gullible. I'm gonna guess you're probably the bad guy. Are we gonna be in a hot pursuit? Hot pursuit. Hot pursuit. I need to stop reading the novice chat because it is not okay. Okay, well, that was a lot of... Wasn't much of a chase, was it? Okay. Those guys' helmets are way too round. They look like bowling balls. I think you should have an actual... You should speak. Like, words. Like, they did it in Mass Effect and it was fine. They did it in other games, it's fine. I mean, it's just nodding and, like, this inferred... Like, yeah, like... What the fuck are we saying? Oh, we're intimidating. Urgh. He's running somewhere. He's looking for something. And we... more intimidating. He's a little pouty McPouty face. Oh, he's looking for this dude? Oh, he's going to take an arrow to the throat, isn't he? There it comes. There it is. Yep. Those guys' helmets are fantastic. How do they put those bad boys on? Well, we could have said it was the archer dude on the hill, but we'll probably just nod. That's a lot of exposition right there. Well, that was not really exciting. Thought we were going to have like some sort of climactic battle. I'm disappointed. And more riding. Or fireworks. Don't know which. There's pyrotechnics of some sort, that's for sure. More exposition of us not talking. He was silenced. Well, he was actually murdered. He was murdered to silence him, actually. That's the Sultana. And another necklace. To the Fragrant Chamber. It's a great name. I want the Fragrant Chamber. I wonder if my wife would let me name the bathroom the Fragrant Chamber. She'd probably see the humor in it. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I always do that. I want to go there, and it's not there. The maps in this game sometimes drive me nuts. Like, trying to figure out where all the zones are. Because this looks like it belongs over here, but it's actually over here. Mother God. A lot of running to the Chamber of... Oh, I almost dropped the Chamber of Secrets. It would not be the Chamber of Secrets, it's the Perfume Chamber. Spell speed. Sure.
Commander Swift, you've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Oh, are we gonna have a confrontation?
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
Yep, see, nodding.
This information does
Yep.
not leave this room.
Yes, nod. Yes, nod, nod.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity of Alamegan refugees. They organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
Certain incident.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters.
They weren't actual brass
Is
blades.
this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms?
Or-
I need not tell you what followed.
That's a bad scene.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated.
He's killed?
Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Aha.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the
He's
refugees.
hiding in plain sight. Dun dun
Would he do
dun.
such a thing?
It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
Ooh, we're
The
gonna...
destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge.
Okay, it's like a...
What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There
Some
are
serious
certainly
ruins. Ruins.
differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations.
So it's like a free-for-all.
In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal
Who's got the
gain.
evil mustache? I mean, come on.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution.
Just playing the long game.
Sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
How much proof do we have?
Forgive me.
Very little.
What could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Omega. That sounds like a mech or something.
An Oligon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated.
It's like a weapon from Final Fantasy VII?
Indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cotonou Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
I would, yes.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Carlians did the
So of course
Ultima
someone's going to
weapon,
restore it.
I have little
It's
doubt
perfect.
that he would wield
Good way to
untold
drive the story
power.
forward.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That name, Teleji Adeleji. Very rhymey.
That he should
It's very much a
assume
Marvel
to
Comics
domination.
kind of name.
He who has ever
Peter
walked
Parker,
two paces
Teleji
behind Lord
Adeleji.
Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Okay. Wristlets. So we need to stop him. Oh, it's L from before. Give me some nods. Okay, mister. Uh-oh. Internal strife inside the Scions? Apparently I'm being summoned right now. Guess I'm going right there. I gotta get like a free, give me a free gauge something. Oh, fuck. That was big. Okay. Apparently we needed to have like a discussion to summon people. More bracelets. But not, whatever his name is. Well, that would be a problem. Ramu is, that's a problem. It'd be much better if they actually talked. We need to break the chain. Go back to the sea adders or what, twin adders and go actually do some. Get some promotions, I guess. That's something. Ugh. Being an MMO with lots of attack skills, I haven't seemed like I used one in quite a while. It's pretty interesting. I feel like it's just run around, talk to people. It's glorified fetch quests. Okay. Good enough for a promotion? What's the promotion guy? Look at that. That's exciting. That's kind of close. Okay. Is that in here? Old Gardenia? Okay, it is right there. So I want to go to the Conjurer's Guild. That's a cool looking effect. Okay. Conjurer's Guild. Let's do this. Let's do it to it. Oh, there's a collection of folks up here. Oh, it's the entire... It's the whole clique. Oh, it's Canon Senna. Canisena?
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you well.
Yes, yes.
I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears, when our guest informs us that the Sylphs, though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume, unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
With the power of the echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal.
Of course. You know, we're gonna negotiate with a deity-like being. You'll be fine.
We and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself,
It'll be fine.
let's not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Yay!
You have my thanks.
There's some celebration going on there.
Pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. An ill wind blows through the forest.
Oh, ho. Got it. What is Levin? I do not know. But he's the motherfucking lord of it. Let's take tubs of fun here. The question is, do we ever actually give him the pie? That's what inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Like their pilgrim slash firefighter uniforms. Okay. All the bouncing fairy. Oh, he really held up there, didn't he? Phew. Flying is much better. Question is, could I just fly over everything here? Holy shit. I don't know what this is, but I'm joining it. Wow. I jumped in and like for a hot second. That was cool. I did nothing. Big contribution, team. Big contribution. Oh, overshot that one a little bit. Touched ones. So, who are... Oh, the ones touched by Ramu? I guess? Is that what you mean by touched ones in this? Can I just fly over them? I'm assuming yes. Skip a lot of the bullshit. Oh, where is the dude? There he is. Yeah, the aggro. Self. Okay, so I gotta search for scions down this way. Hmm. Okay, so we've definitively proven that they've summoned a powerful being. Got it. Check. Let's see if we can avoid all the crap again. Kind of just go right to the source here. Event canceled. I'm confused. Oh, I wonder if it like double cocked or double clutched. Oh, they do look. She's got the evil leaf. Which one's like the Mask of Majora? That can't be good.
Nora betrays thee, servant of Hydra.
Oh, that was cool. I thought Thor was the god of thunder. So that is a man beard. He looks cool as shit.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Well, like, I think I'm the only one that's actually a man. In case we're counting.
The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion. Thine offer an insult.
He wants to fight.
Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man.
So,
Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind.
oh, this can't be
is
good.
just. Gridanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
Oh,
Thy
the
conflict
Imperials.
brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that
So he's laying that at
resideth
our
in the
feet.
breast
That's
of
good.
man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature.
A lot of these.
Knowing that thy mere
And
presence
the eyes.
here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
I've never had someone look down their beard at me before. It's kind of a new thing. It's the Echo. Or the gem. Which gem is that?
Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light. There is something more in thee.
He loves these and the eyes.
Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial.
Of course. But needs a good trial.
Thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony. I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
Okay.
Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting,
So we're going to like
know
the
that
cave in
all
Dagobah?
men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
Like that. He actually kind of reminds me of the Raiden style character from Big Trouble in Little
Bringer
China.
of light, I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time.
So he's like the Spock character, I think.
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to...
Oh, okay. Queue up for it and see how that goes. So it's the striking tree. Okay, join. And we're waiting. We're waiting. We're queued and waiting. This one might. Well, we got a healer, a couple DPS. There we go. That wasn't terrible. Let's do it. More waiting. More waiting. Such a pain in the ass. That's annoying. So it's like re-queue or something? This is heinous. I think we give this a few minutes and we try something else. Let's try one more time. It's another one I know nothing about, so this will be fun. I'll taunt some things, attack them, and try not to stand in the bad stuff. The bad stuff tends to be bad. I mean, it looks cool. That's some serious shit right there. I'm sure he's got like little vestigial wings or something going on back there. Okay, my height didn't work, so that's good. Okay, we see what he's doing yet. I can't get aggro, but maybe that's okay. He hits like a truck. Get out the bad stuff. I want to fight him for aggro, so maybe I'll just leave it alone. Add spawn, I'll go get him. So the question is, how is... Oh, it's like little mini... It's like mini-me's. So it's like we're not having a debate, and they just got done. Ow, done saying that, you know, he's reasonable. Yet we have to have a fight with him anyway. It's pretty hilarious. So is that like a soft channel, like the blue circles? It's different than red. Then what the hell's that? Okay, never mind. Like that. Oh, that's just around me. I can't get out of it. Bad stuff. Healer's definitely on top of this. Okay, guess we won. His beard is epic. It is something special. So I thought that was supposed to be a trial. That's good to know. You can see some of the target. Oh, okay. So if anybody's not familiar with that, so I was talking about that blue kind of like I thought it was a not telegraph around you. So you want to be in range of somebody with the target on them, and it cures the debuff on them. That's interesting. Which I imagine, as I said, on harder difficulties is probably super duper important.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service
Thy,
to the
thee.
forest and the wider
He
realms
loves the thys and
beyond.
these.
Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will...
Yes.
If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding
He
light
actually, now that I'm
alone.
listening to him for a bit,
Stray not from the path.
he reminds me of
People shall be truly
the guy from that used to do like the old Justice League. Meanwhile, look at the Hall of Justice.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians.
Sorry, the Assyrians
But let
is a
us conclude
terrible
our
name
present
for a
business.
villainous
I shall expound
organization.
upon my findings at the rising
Just
stars
terrible.
anon.
Like, it's just terrible. Assyrians. Fuck those Assyrians. Fucking Christ. Assyrians. Assyrians. If I can just fly there. Goddamn. Where's Fatty McFat? I love the extra pie to fly. That's worth the price of admission. Well, I guess I can't go down. Gotta go up. Err. Interesting. Yeah, you land. You only get the green. You lose the pie, the cake. He received it poorly. I would say poorly. Huzzah. Do some fireworks or something. Send me on the way. So I gotta get a quest now to go to the other place. God damn it. I hate. So now where the fuck am I going? Sure. We'll go there. That looks great. So far, Heavensward has been just glorified delivery quests between A and B. I mean, Please tell me this gets better. Am I even going the right way? Where the fuck am I going? Oh, back to the Conjurer's Guild. And I just fucking take the giant portal thing. So we have to talk to this guy to get back to the other guy. Want the perfume chamber? Just got such a better name. Hey, more movies.
You are returned to us.
At least there's dialogue.
And none the worse for bearing the heavy burden
Voice acting.
which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramu ended in conflict.
Well, being the fact that I'm still here and not dead. Like, hello, Captain Obvious, and here's my
Ramu made
sidekick. No
trial
duh.
of you. I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union.
This is overly dramatic.
As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this news...
That's...
Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that
I'm
dream
kind of
is still
struggling
far off.
getting random free company invite. Still haven't joined one of those. But I'm struggling
On behalf of the people of
to want to
Gridalia
care about
and
this.
the
Like, you know, the
elementals
universe, the
both,
world is...
I thank you for
I mean, yes,
all
I get
that
the world
you
building you're
and
doing,
your
but it
fellow
hasn't quite
scions
grabbed
have
me yet.
done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader...
You do that. Oh. Some follow-up.
Parted, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
I guess we don't get to find out. So is that foreshadowing that something's amiss? Vexia Archon. See, there's 15 people in this guild. I have problems with just, you know, hey, do I want a guild to play with? 100%. But people that just send me invites without... The actual guild is Strawberry Lane. It's hilarious. Without, like, talking to me first, drives me kind of crazy. I should probably do like a whisper tell log here. That way I know when people are actually figure that out later. I was saying, like, I mean, I appreciate the guild invites, don't get me wrong, but you know, reaching out and saying, hey, going on, are you interested in, you know, some sort of, just not the blind invites, because usually, you know, you end up with a lot of garbage. so I guess we're going back. Back to the beginning. We're waiting for Vicini. Apparently I'm supposed to be doing the daily roulettes as well, and I don't do those. So that's probably on me for not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's not, unfortunately, there's not like, I'm trying to avoid like looking through like how to power level yourself from 1 to 70 in 6 hours. I'm just kind of playing and seeing what goes. I used to be like a min-maxer way long ago, but I guess I'm more of a filthy casual these days, a little bit more. Huzzah. Well, once again, assemble everybody. Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice,
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
someone should say no.
Urianger, the floor is yours.
Now I know how to say his name. Urianger. Urianger.
As all here
I called him your anger.
now know, in its final hours as our order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white.
Yes, clad in white.
Unwelcome
As clad.
his presence was, his
Freaking terrible.
words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanent.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence.
Okay.
In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation,
How do we get rid of the asses?
An elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all
Uh-huh.
to recall
That
what
would
we
be good,
know
'cause I have
of
no idea what
etheric
to say.
behavior.
Some backs. That would be good. Exposition. This would be good. Oh, yes. We need a whiteboard.
Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
Makes perfect. Is that supposed to be the
In
soul?
turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
So that's the soul.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls.
Got it.
Twixt this world and the
Twixt.
next do
They've
the
used that at least
ethereal
4 times in the last
swell,
15 minutes.
bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether-given shape.
Okay. Interesting.
Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
Got it. Makes sense.
And there it waiteth, till next the
It
prayers
waiteth?
of the faithful do draw it,
It
forth
waiteth?
from the sea of ether to take their offering of crystals and
Seriously?
make for itself a new body.
Is waiteth even a word?
Third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin Elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud.
Son of a bitch. Waiteth is a word.
Possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipates
Third person, singular, simple, present, indicative form of wait.
The secret of life everlasting.
Interesting.
And in the claws of a Sahagin, no less. But I wonder.
Such a
what would
rarely
happen to one of
used
these
tense.
obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan.
Oh, okay.
If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady.
Dun dun dun.
Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put
Ascian
them
again
together.
is a terrible name for a villain. I mean, I guess you can call them the assholes. Ascian holes. Assholes. Assholes.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, Sharlayan's survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not.
Just a random.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Interesting. Oh. We get some bad guy vision. These guys all remind me of the dudes from Assassin's Creed, actually. They need, like, the wrist thingamajiggers. I need some ominous speaking right now. Okay. Resurrecting a deity. It's good times. Interesting. Some correspondence she wishes to share. And she writes. So we got a thank you note. Okay. So much exposition. Jesus Christ. Okay, I mean, it's good to know. This guy's still weird to me. No, actually found the parents. That's a good thing. Oh, so now we're entering the side quest time of this. This is very much like an anime. We're gonna have like the beach episode or the swimsuit episode here and a completely separate storyline. It's pretty funny. Well, let's see what the deal is. Someone tells me I need to go fetch bathing suits, deliver bathing suits, or go get suntan lotion. I'm going to throw up my mouth a little bit. So the kids formed a club. It's adorable. I didn't know we were taking new members, but okay. He's got a lot of armor. Shit. Click by that. Damn it. He's got some fantastic hair. Nod? Yes. Everything in this game is fucking nods. We can get one more nod out of this. I know we can. You know, that might be a good place to break that. Okay, I think I'm gonna call this stream. I can only, this can only keep me awake so long. Unfortunately, I'm sure why at this point in this game, it's a lot of fetch and run around quests, and it's hard to be invested. So I'm gonna keep streaming this as we work through Heavensward, because everybody tells me it gets better. I have some friends that are completely addicted to this game. I'll probably keep streaming some Elder Scrolls and Archage as well, depending on what goes on there. I don't know how the schedule is going to work out, because a lot of it depends. Like Archage is who's around. So that can become very ad hoc. But cool. So fantastic. Thanks for joining me for this one. Join me again for the next time. Please, follow, subscribe, etc. Look forward to hanging out again. Have a good night.